What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome back to Pikmin 2. Last time, we completed the Cavern of Chaos, and this time we will be heading back to the Wistful Wilds to see if we can get at least most of the rest of the above-ground treasures. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, to get started, I want Olimar to actually grab out 40 yellows. And go ahead and just whistle everyone. And I actually want the president to get out of the way because he will not be important for a little bit. And I need to grab out 20 purples. And 20. And I actually had a pretty hard time deciding what I wanted to do this episode. Because, well, we still need the 100 purple Pikmin to do that. And that's the main hurdle of what still needs to be done here. So it was either going to be doing this day or going and grinding up the purple Pikmin that we need and basically doing a guide over the purple Pikmin grinding method, which we are still going to do, but just not today. But with these yellows and purples, I want to run over here and have a purple in hand because we have sheer wings. And they are just easier to deal with if the purples deal with them. So we are going to grab our 40 yellows and just kind of stick them onto that fence. And now I want to switch over to the president because we are going to have him grab out 20 whites, as well as the last 20 purples. Because the president's going to the other side of the Wistful Wilds. Basically, where those orange bulborbs were, that's where we're sending the president. So we want to get as many of you flowered as possible. I think it looks like one is not flowered. Always gotta be one of them. So instead of that, I think we're actually just going to smash open a couple of these. And we will take the red potion. We will always take the red potion. And let that purple drink that nectar so that we have an easier time with this. And I think we're actually just going to leave the president here because I want to make sure to grab the yellow Pikmin and get them off of this as soon as they're done. So I guess we can actually move forward just a little bit. And I need to separate the Pikmin right here and just take the purples. Because we are going to be fighting a couple of bulborbs. Specifically both of these orange bulborbs. And it's just easier to kind of go around this withering blowhog and try to hit it, which I am failing miserably at. Wow! Like 15 shots and 15 misses. Just go ahead and take out this orange bulborb, because that's the real crux of this. And it can just blow, and we will just go ahead and take it out right here. Thank you. And now you guys should be done, so I'm going to take all 40 of you. And we're going to split them up between the 3 different spider molds here. Or burgeoning spiderwort molds here. So we'll put a couple on that one, put a couple on that one, and we'll put the rest on this one. And then I want to grab the purples, because if we run right up here, you can see that there is a armor cannon beetle larva right here that I need to take out. Preferably quicker than slower. And then I'm just going to put all of the Pikmin onto this acorn. And you know what? No, we don't need 50 carrying this bag. We can have 1, and 2, I guess. Just go ahead and let them figure out who wants to bring what back. And that's our first treasure. It's going to take it a while because it is purples carrying it, but speaking of purples carrying stuff, we're just going to put a couple of purples onto all of the non-treasure stuff here. And I'm actually just going to leave you guys there while I grab the whites, because I want the whites to carry the treasures back, because it's just going to be faster. So we will go ahead and put, I think, 10 onto this. 1, 2, 3. And we will put the rest onto the mushroom here. I spent a lot of time the other day actually trying to break down this wall when we don't need to. There's no actual purpose to breaking down that wall, except for having a slightly quicker time getting in from that direction. But the thing is, we no longer have to go over that direction, so there's no real reason to break it. The white should have that mushroom out very quickly, and just put a couple more of you onto that one, and a couple more of you onto this one. And I think that's basically going to be it until they start getting stuff back. Because the yellows have the burgeoning spider warts up. Actually, we already have our first treasure back. What is this pine cone? We got Conifer Spire for 15 Pokos. But like I was saying, actually I could talk about this. These burgeoning spider warts are unique among the burgeoning spider warts because they are mixed burgeoning spider warts. Basically that just means they have both red and purple berries on them, which gives you the opportunity of getting both sprays. But our second treasure is the Seed of Greed for 70 Pokos. And our third treasure should be getting back basically right now. I can't imagine. Yeah, it's basically all the way back at base already. So, what is this mushroom? Our mushroom for 30 Pokos is the anti-hiccup fungus. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these whites to help these purples, because they are taking a long time to get up here. And the whites just speed it up. It says I have one more with me. Oh, it's a purple. You go on that one. And then I think I want to check up on Olimar. See how the yellows are doing. Because they guys are basically not doing anything. Go ahead and get that one. Never mind. Go ahead and put all of them on this one so it actually breaks open. Because we want to try to get as many sprays as we possibly can. During the time that we actually have. Actually, you guys are not done breaking this down. I just realized. Honestly, I might have the president... What is happening? They just switched from blues to reds, and I don't know why. You guys all come with me, and I think we're gonna put all of the purples away and just pull out whites. That way we can actually go a little bit faster. How many whites can we get out? That's... Dang it, I didn't want the reds to have to get out. Come on, I need to put you away. Please go away quickly before this gets back. And we will pull out more whites. And basically the rest of this day is just going to be me getting stuff back to the base and getting more sprays. And I don't really feel a need of showing that very much. Mostly because it's not going to be super interesting to watch me run back and forth and getting sprays. So I think instead of doing that, I'm just going to cut ahead until we start getting ready to go into the dungeon that we are going to be doing tomorrow. Actually, now that I think about it, we're just a little bit farther in the day. But I want to point something out that I haven't with the burgeoning spider warts. If you listen to the music here, you can see it's very exact what the music is, but if we switch over to the president, which is over by the burgeoning spiderworts, and listen to the music, you can hear very faintly that there's actually another instrument that they add to the instrumental once you are by the burgeoning spiderwort. And it's only for the burgeoning spiderworts for some reason. I'm actually not sure why. But it's just something interesting I wanted to add because it's something we haven't actually talked about and something that is very easily missed if you're not actually listening to the music. But again, I think we're just going to skip ahead because we're almost at the end of the day. So, alright, I actually decided to call it just a little bit earlier than I normally would. But I want to put all of these Pikmin back just so I can get as many flowers as I can for this next dungeon. Because I'm actually kind of worried about it just because of just how difficult that dungeon is. So to start off, I want to grab out 10 whites. We'll have 10 whites. We need to grab out 25 purples. I want to grab out 20 reds. I want to grab out 30 blues. Blues are very important for this next dungeon. And I want to grab out 15 yellows. And I think that's all I want to bring. I think that's the right number. So the reason I wanted to head back a little bit earlier in the day than I normally would, I usually would cut it pretty close, as you have seen during this series, is because this dungeon is actually pretty far away. The reason I actually broke down this gauge and got the treasure that was back here today is because the dungeon we're going to is also back here. So I need to wait for my purples to actually catch up because I don't want to leave anyone behind here. And all we need to do is go up this bamboo chute is what it looks like. Make sure everyone gets up here. And this is the dungeon we're going into. I am detecting the howls of countless creatures in the hole ahead. It is nearly deafening. Sound analysis indicates a wide variety of creatures nesting here. It is a melting pot of life. Mr. President, be extremely careful. Olimar, your job is to protect his life at all costs. Alright, before we actually jump in here, I want to walk forward just a little bit and break open these eggs, just in case. Anything interesting in them? Just nectar? Is everyone a flower? Because my god, we need flowers. Okay, it seems like everyone's a flower, so the dungeon that we're heading into is the Hole of Heroes, with fire, water, electric, poison, and other hazards. AKA bombs, boulders, and other stuff even. But, like I said, usually we've done a full day in this episode, so I think we're just going to hold off on this dungeon until next time. So, I hope that everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Next time, we go into the Hole of Heroes. But until then, happy adventuring.